Hey everybody, Brandon here from Cadintentions, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at DraftSight. It's an AutoCAD alternative that works natively with DWG files, and I'm really excited to share its features with you guys. I've partnered up with DraftSight to do a multi-video series where we look at similarities, differences, pricing, as well as setup and making a switch from AutoCAD to DraftSight, and all kinds of things that you're going to want to know before you get started. So let's start the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Cheers. All right, let's get started. I'm here on the DraftSight page, which I'll put a link to down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. They offer a free trial, which I highly recommend you guys giving a shot. Nothing to lose, it's completely free for a month. And then from there, you can go to one of the plans that they offer. So the biggest thing I noticed right off the bat when I was getting and setting up DraftSight was the cost. Compared to AutoCAD, DraftSight is a fraction of the price and much more affordable for the average user. They offer 3 different versions of the software, including the standard, professional, and premium versions. Each version adds a few more features depending on your requirements. DraftSight Standard is similar to an AutoCAD LT, offering essential 2D drafting. This doesn't include any of the 3D options, but if you're more of a floor plan or mechanical detailer and you just don't use 3D drafting often or enough to justify an additional fee, the 2D DraftSight Standard is going to be more than enough. You miss out on some of the API and customization features of the next step up, which is DraftSight Professional. It also tends to be the most common and popular version you'll see. It includes all of the 2D features as well as some additional productivity tools, and maybe more importantly, the API as well as ability to use Lisp or custom coding. And then the premium version, DraftSight Premium, at $499 a year, which is still very affordable, includes the best of everything and is comparable to full AutoCAD, featuring full 3D modeling as well as coding for Lisp and API access, as well as the ability to export and work with files for 3D printing, laser cutting, and prototyping. I think between the 3 options, you'll easily be able to find one that works for you, even if you start with the lower or middle tier and find you need to move up later. It's still a pretty affordable option compared to a full version of, say, AutoCAD. Before we moved on from pricing, I just wanted to mention that the prices shown are the current prices in US dollars, and obviously these are going to vary from region to region. Canada, for instance, where I'm located, they're going to be slightly higher because of the dollar. But regardless, I'm really impressed with the prices they're able to offer the software at. So once I went through the buy process, another thing I noticed was the file size and kind of compactness of the DraftSight software. I've got the premium version installed, and the install package was only around 300 megabytes, which is considerably smaller than AutoCAD. It seems they've kind of slimmed it down. They don't have a lot of the legacy stuff and compatibility stuff built in, making it quicker and a cleaner install, I've found. Jumping into DraftSight here, you'll see that the workspace, the ribbon tab up top, the properties, everything seems very similar to AutoCAD. In a good way. So if you're making this switch, everything's going to feel comfortable right away. I know it is and has been for me, and I've only been using it for a couple weeks now. So one thing I like right off the bat is the ability to open any AutoCAD drawing, including templates, the same way you would as if you were using AutoCAD. In my case, I'm just going to drag a DWG, and I'm going to drop it into the top here to open it up. And that works in AutoCAD as well as DraftSight. And you can see there's no issues, there's no pop-ups, there's no errors. This is a fully drawn out floor plan, originally done in AutoCAD, complete with a variety of different blocks, text, line types, and everything comes in cleanly and easily right away. Another thing you may notice is this bottom bar here. It gives you the status of a lot of different options, whether they're on and off, similar to AutoCAD. And it also includes the same features. So things like turning on and off ortho is still F8. F3 is still turning on snap. They call it eSnap within DraftSight, but the functionality is the same. So a lot of the hotkeys, the text commands, as you can see, the command bar is down at the bottom in the same spot as default AutoCAD, and it accepts commands in the same way. So you can type in line for the line command and start drawing a line right away. Similar, you can use close. Like, all of the text commands have been brought into and work with DraftSight. So along with being able to open and work with AutoCAD drawings, or DWGs in general, you also have the ability to save as or create new drawings in a variety of DWG formats, including all the way back to release 12 of AutoCAD, as well as the standard DXF and DWT options. So similar to AutoCAD, you're going to be able to save out files that you may need to send out to a client or to be printed in the same format types. Another great similarity is the ability to create or open DWT files. So I'm going to just create a new drawing up at the top here, which is the piece of paper with a plus sign. And I've already copied my two cadintentions templates into the DraftSight template folder. So you can see my two cadintention ones, which you can get on the website, are up here. Opening them is as simple as double clicking, and it brings in my title blocks, all of my tabs pre-set up, the same as it would in AutoCAD. So this is a big benefit because I know a lot of you and many users have preset templates and blocks and drawings that you use every day. So the ability to simply just open them up in DraftSight with no errors, no issues, is a huge benefit. Another question that you may have about DraftSight was how it handles dynamic blocks or options within blocks. And it works with them just the same as AutoCAD. You can select a block, you can hit a drop down to change its type easily and quickly. Similarly, you can also edit blocks by simply selecting them, right-clicking, choosing Edit Component, selecting the component you'd like to edit, in this case the receptacle block, hit OK, and then you can simply edit it in place. When you're finished, right-clicking and closing, and then you can save or discard your changes, gets you back to your drawing. One of the last things I wanted to take a look at today was creating a layout and then printing it. It's very similar to AutoCAD. You can simply right-click on a tab, create a new one, create one from a template like I typically do, choose my template, and then choose the sheet you want. I'm going to use an 11 by 17 landscape, and then you can see it's been added down here right away. It's already got the viewport in it. I've got my viewport now set up, and just the same as AutoCAD, you can right click on the tab, choose print, and from here you can print directly to PDF by default, which is a great time saver. And from here you can customize your page setup and print settings just the same as most software, AutoCAD in particular. It's very intuitive and easy to use. So I think that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got a bit of insight into what DraftSight is really like and how easy it is to make the switch from AutoCAD straight into it. I'm going to be doing a few more of these videos, and I hope you guys will follow along, and don't forget to leave comments down below with any questions that you've got about DraftSight or what you'd like to see in future videos with it. I'm going to also be walking through things like porting over Lisp routines, creating a typical site plan or detail in the civil or mine industry, as well as some tips and tricks that you guys should pick up along the way. So again, I want to thank DraftSight for sponsoring today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers! Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my last video right here. And don't forget to subscribe up here to make sure you're up to date and you see all my new videos. Thanks again. Cheers.